Our journey begins on Leonid's planet, a harsh world full of danger. From the dead hyena swamp to the hardy wheel forest. From the blacktail barrens to hot donkey wing, the unknown lurks in the shadows, rewarding those who can persevere and utterly destroying those who cannot. Meet our three survivors. First is Billy Bud McChud Skyver. In childhood a shop kid, he grew up to become a paramedic, which will be a great asset in the struggle to survive. He has a great memory and is also asexual. Next, meet Robert Caracolossus Seafield. While he was a loner as a child, he used his time to develop the skills to become a military gunsmith. While he has many jobs that he is good at, his time in the military has left him trigger happy. He is also a nervous wreck and prefers a simple life without luxury. Finally, meet Jaron Ledgefield Lombardi. Enslaved as a child, he was eventually able to break free and pursue his passion of architecture. Due to his time as a slave, he refuses to do labor that reminds him of his childhood. He has also developed a curiosity for recreational drugs and likes to sleep during the daytime. Our three survivors crash land in this hostile world at the base of Mount Bekar. Accompanied by their guinea pig Delilah, they quickly arm themselves and start setting up a basic shelter. Knowing that food will be an issue, they also start to build a freezer to keep food, and a small farm, as well as a place to butcher animals and a small stove. Knowing that one field of rice will not sustain them through the winter, they decide to plant a field of potatoes and another of rice, as well as cotton to make warm clothes for when the temperatures fall. As they are planting their new fields, a visitor arrives in the new settlement. An archer named Combo Kuro from one of the surrounding factions has come to trade. Bud McChud decides he wants to buy a psychic foil helmet in order to protect a colony member from psychic waves. He spends $382 of their $800. Soon after, the first real threat they will face rears its ugly rodent head. A rat has gone mad and will attack any person it sees. Caracolossus quickly prepares and positions himself in a defensive posture. It only takes him 3 shots to eliminate this minor threat. Not wanting anything to go to waste, he quickly butchers the rat. Knowing that next time they might not be so lucky, Ledge Fiend builds some barricades for added protection. As Bud McChud starts mining to expand the common area, he quickly finds compacted machinery, which will prove very useful. Ledgefiend decides that this ragtag group needs a name, as well as their new colony. They decide to call themselves the Boyo Conglomerate, and they name their new town Party City. Another stroke of luck, Caracolossus has mined into a vein of jade. Bud McChud decides to finally get around to figuring out how to make a battery, while Caracolossus plays some horseshoes by himself before going to bed. As the first day of summer rolls in, the colony prepares for its first raid. A drifter named Quack Bailey has decided to try her chances. Caracolossus quickly utilizes the defenses that Ledgefiend built, setting up behind some barricades, while Bud McChud, wanting to try and capture the newcomer, quickly builds a small prison cell. Ledgefiend then joins Caracolossus behind the barricade. As Bailey charges in, Ledgefiend and Caracolossus open fire, hitting her 4 times before she collapses. With death coming in 7 hours, Ledgefiend captures Bailey. While Bud McChud tends to her wounds. Two days later, the first crop of rice is starting to become ready for harvest. It will become meals that the 3 survivors need dearly. It is not all good news, however. As Ledgefiend feeds Bailey, she goes berserk and starts punching the hand that feeds her. Ledgefiend retreats to the barricades as Colossus comes running in. Bud McChud, too focused on his research, doesn't even notice as Bailey breaks down the door of her cell. As Bailey leaves her cell, she is shot 3 times and is downed. The 3 colonists decide that having a prisoner at this time is not worth the risk. They strip Bailey for her clothes and leave her alone. Suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and a blown-off middle finger, she slowly bleeds out and dies. Showing how little they care about Bailey, Ledgefiend plays some horseshoes next to her dead body, and Colossus rebuilds the prison door right on top of her. As our 3 inhabitants of Party City press on, it becomes clear that a cleaner environment is needed. All 3 end up getting food poisoning due to meals being made in an unclean kitchen. Bud McChud feels the worst effects of the poisoning. First, vomiting on Colossus as they eat at the table, then having a mental breakdown. Due to the pain, he starts wandering in sadness for almost an entire day. The poisoning eventually passes, and Party City becomes a much cleaner place. Just in time for another raid. Once again, Colossus and Ledgefiend take up their positions and fire on the intruder. But this time, there's no mercy. It only takes 3 hits to kill, taking away the opportunity for a new member of Party City. Still, the Boyo Conglomerate carries on. What dangers will they face in the coming days? Winter is fast approaching, and the raids will start to become stronger. How well will they survive? Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned to find out.